law and giving reasons why I don't think it's a good idea. When thinking about the many ramifications of banning guns, the thought makes me think of a young girl in my county who recently died of a car crash involving a deer. I wonder if members of Congress, like those who spend much time trying to pass laws to ban guns, really considered all the consequences of this action. I mean, the ones beyond the statement, guns don't kill people, people kill people. This ban would affect millions of other people and me, but not from a direct hit of a murderous gun. The result of such a ban can move lawmakers to proceed to banning the next round of guns. While I understand Congress is currently considering a gun ban that only includes automatic and semi-automatic weapons, I worry the next bill will include rifles, which several Americans use in the sport of hunting. That would lead to essentially overpopulating several parts of the world. Hunting, as a sport, helps control the overabundance of animals while teaching good values, common sense, ecology, and balance of nature to our youth. Our state requires adolescents of the age of just 12 to attend a hunter safety course in order to obtain a hunting license. Requirements like these put safe, knowledgeable hunters in the field. Not only does the course teach proper gun handling, hunter safety also teaches ethical hunting to provide the game animal a quick, humane death. Our state laws add further guidance in order to guarantee hunters will not hunt animals to endangered status. Hunting plays a huge part in the bonding time of the members of my family. This may only serve as one of the ways we spend together as a family, but it also supplies a big vent for everyone to go out and get together when deer season opens to find each other, or each person, a deer to shoot, and keep the meat for food and the racks of trophies, of course. I always look forward to that special time of year I get to spend with my family hunting deer. The banishment of guns would eliminate the family time I, and other young people who do not ordinarily choose family time first, excitedly look forward to each year. I stated earlier in this article, another large consideration of deer overpopulation becomes apparent with numerous vehicle accidents involving animals. With groceries causing a financial burden to several families today, hunting provides a less expensive alternative to store purchased meat. Without access to firearms, there exists no way to harvest wild game. So hunting readily fills the freezers of families, and it fills it very economically too. Studies show the cost of harvested venison costs almost half the purchase price of an equivalent meat at the grocery store. An additional fact that all should know states that venison serves as a healthier choice than beef, with lower saturated fats and fewer calories. Over the last 15 years, the number of fatal car crashes involving deer has doubled. According to the State Farm Insurance statistics, Kansas, with the odds of 1 in 164 in hitting a deer, ranks 25th in the national ranking of all states to most likely hit a deer. While listening to Cake News, I learned from July 2011 to June 2012, 1,231,710 deer-related crashes occurred nationwide. The number increased by 7.7% from the year before. If we stand in the middle of the states on the ranking chart, imagine how bad the deer in the states appear with larger numbers. Overpopulation of animals is becoming a problem with the increasing numbers of rabbits, coyotes, bobcats, and many more animals. With added numbers of these animals escalating, these numbers can start hurting a farm ground. In Florida, created a season for the hunting of alligator because people were getting eaten by those alligators and they were showing up in swimming pools. They would also eat loved ones' pets. Without guns, the population of dangerous animals like the alligator would rise to unusually large and hazardous levels. The Second Amendment states that we hold the right to gun ownership, said United News. We, our country's people, still try to make the Constitution as relevant as possible. So, by going against the Second Amendment, we go against our Constitution our forefathers wrote for us. Our founding forefathers wrote this document just as they gained freedom from an oppressive British government. They knew they could have not won their freedom without arms, and the desire to create a country where individual freedoms led to a more congenial union. The British tried to take away their weapons, and these early Americans knew that if they lost their means of defense, they would live in the servitude forever oppressed. This stance, as well as the Second Amendment, further strengthens the First Amendment. When considering U.S. citizen statistics state establishing a gun ban would protect 5,000 Americans but put 250 million and more at risk, says ConnectionMinds.com. This ban would cause criminals to become more sneaky and untrustworthy because they want to keep the illegal weapons they're trying to take away. Criminals obviously don't follow laws, so why would they follow the gun banishment law? Police officers cannot be our 24-hour personal bodyguards, so criminals outnumber police anyways. So police tend to come around after the fact, so people need to protect themselves until they resolve or eliminate the problem. Banning guns only gives the criminals the advantage. If murderers want to kill, they will find a way to kill. They don't need a gun just to do so. Other various methods of injuring people stand readily available, such as hammers, scissors, baseball bats, and numerous other items. Car crashes kill more people than guns do. So should we ban those items in vehicles too? Last year, about 50,000 Americans died from gun-inflicted injuries, but 90% of those American criminals were trying to commit the crime at the time. Maybe the guns seeming to create the real problem, but the criminals we still continuously let roam the street. Each year, 200 times as many Americans die from tobacco than from guns. A gunshot wound usually causes a termination fast and merciful, but death by harmful effects of cigarette smoke happens slow and provides a great financial burden. Last year alone, 500,000 Americans died from tobacco-inflicted illnesses. So if tobacco kills more people than guns, why do we procrastinate in adapting the banishment laws about tobacco? I understand the argument of how a gun makes it easier to kill more people at a time in the night. But one man with a bomb, as we saw in the Oklahoma City bombing, can kill more people than one man with a gun. We need to focus on the people, the morals, and the attitudes, and change those so no murderous intent appears and not the guns. My uncle, a Hays, Kansas policeman, once told me that there is no such thing as a fair fight. If someone fights fairly, then they already lost. The reason for a fight is to win. If a fight involves someone's life, then that definitely prevents a fight to which people want to bring any advantage possible. If I am confronted with a person who intends to do me harm, I will use any and all means to keep safe and alive. If that person had a pistol, then I would want a rifle. If they had a rifle, then I'd want mine to have more bullets than theirs. This is not about a level playing field. It's about winning at all costs. My life and those of the people I love may depend on it. The most technological advanced weapon available to me with training might give me just enough edge to survive this encounter. Why should anyone be denied that opportunity? As the human population expands, encroaching on the national habitat of deer, disease and automobile deer collisions will continue to increase. Without an effective method to control our deer population, we will further upset the balance of nature. So by banning guns, a tool to control deer will be taken away, with disastrous results. Well, I hope you all have made a formative decision. Thank you all for coming.